Hello, in this lesson we are going to go over ratios and proportional reasoning. Example 1. Find the ratio of two shapes, shape 1 to shape 2. Find the ratio of squares to the ratio of the circle. So what we are going to do is just we count how many squares here and how many circles here and put the circles and the squares number in the box. So 3 squares. And circles we count 5, 10, 15. So this is not simplified ratios. So 3 squares to 15 circles. And if we want to simplify, it means we want to group this into 3 groups. So 1 to 5, 1 to 5, 1 to 5. We divide the 3 squares by 3, 15 by 3. Then we have 1 squares to 5 circles. We call this one simplified ratios. And example B, find the ratios of squares. So we have 3 squares and to the total shapes. So be careful now, it's not to the circles, but to the total shapes. So we count all shapes is 3 plus 15, we have 18. So this one is unsimplified ratios. If both divide by 3, you will see it will be 1 to total 6. So group them into 3 groups. Then the simplified ratio is 1 to 6. So ratios means quotient, division. 1 divided by 5. So this one is ratios. Or you could write it as a fraction 1 to 5. So this one column 5, 1 column 5 is equivalent 1 divided by 5, 1 over 5. All of them represent the ratios. Ratios means division. This means divide. And it's different from read. Read, we have units. Ratios, we have the same unit. So 1 shape divided by 5 shapes. And if we have unit price $2 per chocolate, this one we call rate. This one we call rate. So ratios is different from rate. So that is for example 1. This is ratios, is division, okay? Then we are going to see example 2. Proportional reasoning is related to ratios. So please fill in the empty boxes according to the ratios. So the ratios is 1 cup milk, but 2 teaspoon cocoa to make a hot chocolate recipe. So 1 cup milk, we add 2 spoon cocoa, and 2 cup milk, we double them, so will be 2 teaspoon cocoa. The next one will be 3 cup of milk, and how many teaspoon of cocoa to make the same taste? It will be 6, and 4 will be 8, 5 will be 10, and 6 is 12, 7 we are going to add another 2 teaspoon cocoa to here. This one will be 14, and this one represents the same ratio. So 1 to 2, 1 cup of milk to 2 teaspoon cocoa. The ratio is equivalent with 2 cup of milk to 4 teaspoon cocoa. So this is how you fill in this number line. And the ratio, we could write it, the simplified ratio for cup of milk and cocoa is 1 cup of milk to 2 teaspoon cocoa. So now you see where you apply the ratios in real life, okay? The recipe. And for the next one, example 3, 9 chocolate bars have 108 total squares. So 9 chocolate bars corresponding to 108 total squares. It asks you how many squares will be in one chocolate bar. So 9 is 108. We go from 9 to 1. We divide by 9. Then we are going to do the same thing. Divide by 9 to get how many in one chocolate bar, how many squares. So this one we need to divide it by the same thing. All you could think is a question mark ratio to 1 is equivalent with 108 squares over 9 chocolate bar. And you could do times, cross times, then divide. So 1 times 108, then divide by 9, you will get this question mark. So we do the calculation, you will have 12. So it's cross times, and divide by this one to get this question mark. All you could do from 9 to 1 on the number line is divide by 9. So we do the same thing to the top, divide by 9. So on the number line, from right to left, we do the division. If from left to right, we do the multiplication. So right to left, we do the division, because on the right side, you have a larger number on the number line. So on delta math, you are going to just put the 12 in this box, then submit your answer. So these two are the ratios. So one is just the continuous numbers. The bottom one is the numbers. We didn't put 2, 3, 4 there. We just put 9 chocolate bars, 108 squares, and ask you to figure out for one chocolate bar how many squares. So we could do the cross times and divide. So that is for example 3. Now we are going to see 2 more examples. Okay, so this is unit price. So cameras cost $189 each. Matthew buys 6 cameras. It asks you how much does Matthew spend. So this one is unit price, and we want to find the price for 6. So from unit price to total price, we are going to see the formula will be total price equals unit price times quantity. Unit price times numbers times quantity. Okay, on the number line we could think, so we draw 2 number lines here. This is start from 1, so 1 camera, this is number of camera, and this is a price. So 1 is $89, and now we want to find 6, how much it will cost. From left to right, we know is times. So 1 to 6, we times 6. Then we do the same thing, times 6. So this one will be unit price is $89. Then times 6 cameras, we are going to have 6 times 9, 54, then 6 times 8 is 48, so we have $534. You could use your calculator to find out the answers. Then we write the statement, therefore might spend $534. So this is looking for the given unit price and look for total price. And the next one is Matthew spends 49 cents, $0.45 on 9 glass beads. The beads all cost the same amount. What's the cost of each bead? So Now if we call it, this one is the total price. Then this is quantity. It asks you for unit price. Unit price is the total price divided by quantity. Divided by numbers. And on the number line, we could draw is, you don't have to draw the number line, I just want to visualize it. So this is the number of beads. So now it's 9. So we have 9 beads and the cost $0.45. So this is the price. Now it asks you for 1. So you will see on the number line, you are doing from right to the left, it will be division. So 9 divided by 1 is 9. And we do the same thing to find this 1 beads, how much is, will be do the same thing, divide by 9 again. So $0.45 divided by 9. Then you use your calculator, you will find out it's 0.05. So we write a statement, therefore each bead costs $0.05, so 5 cents. So that is all for this unit price part. Find the total price, we use unit price times quantities. And if we find unit price, we use a total price divided by quantities. And that is all for today's lesson. Thanks for watching.